Especially encouraging at this stage of the competition, the standard of racing in the 2 litre class. As he arrived at Thruxton for round 3, John Cleland felt good about events at Donington.
There was a 4-car dice for 13 laps. It was clean. It wasn't like last year at all. There was no touching and pushing, and I have to say that there were a couple of occasions where Frank could very easily have given me a nudge. I was having to go through the slow corners much slower than he wanted to, although I was going through the fast corners much quicker than he could. So we had words afterwards, and I said it was great, that he didn't touch me, because we bought a lot of body panels this year just in case it was going to be a bit like last year.
And upsetting the 2 litre balance of power is the arrival of Jeff Allen, the former touring car stalwart, who's planted his newly delivered privately entered BMW ahead of the works cars on a very interesting grid. Rob Gravitt on pole, alongside Andy Rouse, Gravitt's Yokohama tyres probably providing the advantage. Second row Tim Harvey carrying 2 of our onboard cameras, and the hard-charging Mike Newman. Laurence Bristow, Sean Walker on row 3, Graham Hathaway on row 4 in the ex-Mike Smith car. Cleland, looking for his first win, headed the 2 litre class runners, with Jeff Allen proudly ahead of the rest of the BMWs, including Frank Sittner and junior team member Kurt Luby. A very big bank holiday crowd at the Thruxton circuit, round 3 of the Esso British Touring Car Championship. Commentator Murray Walker.
There's a lot of worried men on the starting grid because the combination of fierce horsepower, Thruxton's abrasive surface and a really hot day is going to cause massive tyre wear. But it's a terrific start for Rob Gravitt's Ford Sierra with Tim Harvey right behind him, and Jeff Allen stalled his BMW. What a start! Looking back from Rob Gravitt's lead car, Tim Harvey and Andy Rouse chasing us. Campbell corner, it's Gravitt, Harvey, Rouse, Newman, Hathaway, Bristow and Walker. Out of the complex, Gravitt, Harvey, Rouse, Mike Newman almost off. He tucks in again, it's Hathaway, Newman, Bristow. In car with Jerry Marnie, Cleland on the left. Graham Good in the Black Sierra, blast past Kurt Luby and Frank Sittner, and there goes Cleland. It's fast and furious behind the leaders, and they're coming round to Goodwood Corner. It's Gravitt, Harvey, Rouse on 3 different tyres. Yokohama, Dunlop, Pirelli. This is going to be interesting. In car with the championship leader, Andy Rouse, out of Village at 125 miles an hour, down to Brooklands, building up to 155 miles an hour. Out of Brooklands, down to Club Chicane, second gear, 70 miles an hour. Gravitt in the white Sierra, then Harvey in the blue one. We're with Tim Harvey, the man who's rapidly becoming one of Britain's top drivers. And the 1989 British Touring Car champion, John Cleland in the Vauxhall, is attacking the 1988 champion Frank Sittner's BMW. And Cleland is all over the BMW's boot lid as they come out of Brooklands, down to the chicane, the fastest part of the course. Cleland is trying, he's dodging to the left, he's going to try and get past Sittner before they reach Club Chicane. He's not going to do it. Sittner's got the inside line, and Cleland's in trouble. He taps in between the 2 BMWs right up on the curb. That was a very close thing for John Cleland. He completes the lap. They go into Allard, 4th gear, 100 miles an hour. Up to Campbell, and when they get to Campbell, it's slotting back into 2nd gear. This is only Cleland's 3rd race in the front-wheel drive Vauxhall Cavalier, but he is really flying. Well over 300 horsepower from its 2 litre engine. The Vauxhall dealer sport team have got it right. And behind Kurt Luby, it's Jerry Marnie, Nick Baird, Ian Forrest, and Jeff Allen, up from his appalling start. Goodwood corner, and Cleland is attacking. He's attacking Frank Sittner. He's going to go through on the inside. Is he? Can Sittner hold him off? No is the answer. And John Cleland leads the 2 litre class in the Vauxhall Cavalier. Gravitt, Harvey, Andy Rouse dropping back. 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Goodwood, the 2 litres. Nick Baird, Forrest and Allen. And Allen is challenging, going through on the inside. Taking Ian Forrest, closing up on Nick Baird. Now Jeff is in the ex-Italian Bugatti team BMW, and it's the only car in his class on Yokohama tyres, just like Rob Gravitt. In car with Jerry Marnie, ahead, Forrest, Allen and Baird. Down to the chicane. He's closing on Forrest. The BMW getting closer, and Forrest goes up on the curb. Marnie goes through, he's touching Forrest, and Forrest spins. Forrest spins out. That's the 10-time Scottish champion, Ian Forrest. Well, it looks as though his race at Thruxton is effectively finished. He's going to rejoin the race, but well down. Now in car with Harvey, that's Gravett ahead in the White Sierra. And Tim, running second, only seems to have one problem, and it's called Rob Gravett. Chicane, battle for fourth, Hathaway, Bristow, Newman, and Newman's lost it! Newman's lost it! Bang! Straight into the new pit wall. Well, poor Mike Newman, second earlier on this year. Here's a replay. Now, was there contact? I don't think so, but Laurence Bristow's on full left lock, and that is it for poor Mike Newman. Slams into the wall, back across the track, stops on the tarmac. They'll need to get the car out of the way quickly there. But Mike, fortunately, looks to be perfectly okay. And at the complex, there's Baird and Whale, and there's a spin. There's contact and a spin. Both off the course. Nick Whale continues. Well, he's got away well, but Baird has stopped. He's rejoining. He's lost 2 places already. Meantime, in car with Andy Rouse, and he's coming into the pits. Now, this looks like tyre changing time at last, and it is. Up goes the car on its pneumatic jacks. On go the pneumatic tyre wrenches. Off come the old tyres and wheels. On go the new ones. Andy gesticulating from inside the car. Down it goes, back onto the track again. Andy punches the accelerator, and out goes the Ford Sierra Cosworth. He rejoins in 11th position, out of the points, and he was leading the championship. And that is what heat, 600 horsepower and Thruxton can do to the wrong compound. Blister the tread and ruin the grip. Last lap, shouts Mike Smith to the unhearing Rob Gravett. There he is on his victorious way. The right car, the right tyres, the right driver. But without sponsorship, we may sadly be seeing the last of the talented Rob for this year. And this is the battle for third. Hathaway, Bristow and Walker. Hathaway, another fine driver who's grossly underfunded. His colour scheme looks like an ordinary road car. Look at it. Plain red and white, number 14. Ford Sierra Cosworth, and it's a Ford Sierra Cosworth behind him, that of Laurence Bristow. He hasn't got a sponsorship problem. Now, Bristow is attacking, and Hales is off. Mark Hales off in the Mitsubishi, as out of Brooklands come Hathaway third, Bristow fourth, Walker fifth, and Bristow's going for it now. This is his last chance. There's Gravett, almost home ahead of Harvey, but he's absolutely safe. He's almost home, and Mike Smith bursts a blood vessel with delight as teammate Rob Gravett wins at Thruxton. Chicane, third Hathaway, fourth Bristow, fifth Walker. Can there be a change in the closing yards of the race? The answer is no. It's Hathaway in third position. And John Cleland's superb Vauxhall Cavalier is going to handsomely beat the previously unbeatable BMW M3s to win the 2-litre class. Ahead of Frank Sidner, Kurt Luby and Jeff Allen, and there they are on their way down to Brooklands for the last time, and Jeff Allen can be proud of a fine recovery from a rotten start. So it's just into the chicane now, and there's a crash, collision. Luby hits Sidner, both BMWs spin. Jeff Allen goes through into second place. Sidner and Luby recover, but it is too late. And there is Andy Rouse, finishing 10th for 1 point.
And the last corner has a dramatic effect on the result, and on this occasion the fault lies with the over-enthusiastic Kurt Luby, whose mistake allowed Jeff Allen an unlikely second in class. The 2-litre formula order, Cleland, Allen, Sidner, But at the front of the field, Rob Gravitt from Harvey and Hathaway had proved his point to whatever potential sponsor may have been watching.
Now we needed some funds to run the car for another race. I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm pleased. I think we deserved it, to be honest with you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm pleased. Very pleased.
No doubting that. Gravitt claims third in the overall championship. Frank Sittner, despite his last corner mugging, takes over the championship lead from Andy Rouse, whose tyre problems were even greater. And with Gravitt and Cleland winning their classes with great authority, the championship looks wide open.